Hi, everybody. So in this video, we're going to talk about the regulation of blood sugar levels. Now, we're going to regulate blood sugar levels using hormones from the pancreas. Now, the pancreas has two major types of cells. Each of these cells is going to detect blood sugar levels, but they're going to detect it in slightly different ways. Beta cells are going to detect blood sugar levels when they are elevated. Beta cells detect it when it's elevated. Alpha cells are going to sense when blood sugar levels get too low. Okay. Now, the two hormones that we're going to be messing with here are going to be insulin and glucagon. Now, they're going to deal with blood sugar levels in slightly different ways, and really even opposed ways. Okay. So say you eat a candy bar. So say we eat a Snickers. So we eat our Snickers bar. Well, when that happens, we're going to release a bunch of glucose into the blood. The sugar from the candy bar is now in the blood. So our blood sugar levels go up. So when our blood sugar levels go up, we are then going to secrete insulin. So the beta cells sense it and release insulin into the blood. So insulin comes in, and insulin is going to decrease our blood sugar levels. Now, insulin decreases blood sugar levels by telling most of our cells to start taking glucose in. So insulin binds receptors on the cells, and the cells, through a second messenger system, are going to make some little glucose transports to allow glucose into the cell. So blood sugar goes down. Blood sugar also goes down in the liver because hits those cells, and then the liver says, oh, okay, I'm going to then store some of this glucose in. So they're going to pull glucose out of the blood and hold on to it. So they're basically going to be like a squirrel collecting acorns. They're not going to eat the acorns right now. They're just going to kind of store all of the acorns for later. And we're going to do this in the form of glycogen. Okay. So either we are storing all of our acorns, or we just tell some of the cells it's okay to eat the acorns. Either way, we're pulling glucose out of the blood. So this way we bring blood sugar down. Now, insulin does do a few other things. It basically tells our muscle cells to take in additional amino acids. Okay, so we pull additional amino acids out of the blood so that we can increase the rate of protein synthesis, which basically means that we can increase the amount of muscle fibers or protein metabolism that we can do, making more muscle fibers. This is actually one of the reasons why post-workout foods and drinks for bodybuilders and things like that will actually have some sugar in them. And that's because we need the insulin hit in order to pull in or make additional protein so that we can recover faster and make more muscles. Okay. Now, we also will then pull additional fatty acids out of the blood so that we can hold on to some of the fatty acids from the blood, so we can have that as an energy store as well. So we're storing energy based off of insulin release in the form of additional fat. So pulling fats out so that we have more fat for energy, as well as taking all the glucose out that we can and storing it as glycogen. Now, say that number overshoots. So when that number overshoots, or we say even pull the glucose levels back to normal, we stop secreting insulin so that we can stop these processes. This allows us to maintain a certain amount of glucose in the blood, which is going to be important in making sure that nervous cells and things like that are able to operate at their particular rates. Nervous cells and blood cells need a certain amount of glucose in the blood so that they can continue to do their jobs correctly. They don't necessarily need insulin to do that. Now, say we undershoot. So I'll say it's been a while since you've had that candy bar. Well, we need some energy happening here, right? So say our blood sugar levels get too low, we still need energy. So what we're going to do is the alpha cells in the pancreas are now going to detect this, and then they're going to secrete glucagon. Now, glucagon is going to tell the liver to say, hey, give us back some of those acorns. Okay, so we stored excess glucose in the form of glycogen. Now with glucagon, we're going to release that glucose back into the blood. So the glucose that was stored, those acorns that we were holding onto, we're now going to secrete into the blood so that we can increase our blood sugar levels and bring us back up to that mean. Now, we are releasing glucose so that blood cells and nervous tissues have all of the sugar and stuff that they need in order to function correctly. Our other cells are also going to get access to energy from our fats. Okay, so we're going to start releasing some fatty acids so that we have additional energy sources in the blood. Okay, so insulin brings levels down, glucagon is going to bring levels back up. So we're going to have this kind of a dance where insulin can bring the number down and glucagon can bring that number up so that we can maintain that nice, gentle, constant average concentration of blood sugar levels in the blood. So if you have any questions about this or anything else in the endocrine chapter, or really any of the other chapters, please just let me know. All right. Thanks.